3 miles out in the Appalachian foothills is not where you want to lose a drone. And I had to learn the hardest way possible just how good DJI's return to home actually is. I really love getting my drone up about 30 to 40 minutes before the sun breaks over the horizon and just really capturing the world in that beautiful reflected light from the sky before the sun pops over. I just think it's just a great time to shoot. And I had a really interesting experience lately where I had a drone up and I lost it. I was about 3 miles out and I completely lost all control with the drone, which was absolutely terrifying. And what I want to do is just to kind of show you what happened in that situation in case you're ever in a position and you're kind of wondering what would happen to your drone if that happened. Well, let's go and take a look and see what happens when your drone is 3 miles out and you lose the signal in the middle of nowhere. Okay, and as you can see, it was an absolutely gorgeous morning. I'm up in Virginia in the middle Appalachians. Gorgeous morning. I'm getting ready to go up, and I was really getting this really incredible mist coming off the New River here that I found to be really, really incredible. And this is the kind of stuff I love to shoot. It was just ethereal. It just really captured the beauty of an early autumn morning in southwestern Virginia. And so now as I fly here, you can start to see that beautiful little valley starting to emerge that I was really going for. I'm about 3 miles away from the ridgeline I was on operating my drone, and you can really, really see it. And you can see me positioning here to get the composition in place that I really wanted. And as I come up to it, you can really start to see just how beautiful of a shot this was. I just wanted to go just a little further down and really get that. However, I ran into a problem here right at about 3 miles out. For some reason, I completely lost all visual signal with my drone. Right there. And at this point, I completely lost the signal. I spun my drone around. I had no idea what was going on. I was actually in a complete blind mode trying to connect my drone. I had no idea the direction that my drone was facing at this point because I just couldn't see where my drone, the direction it was too far for me to figure out the actual physical direction that it was facing. So at this point, I still did have a distance readout on my controller on my DJI. So I knew I swung it around wildly, and I figured out when I pushed it back in this direction, I could start seeing the feet come back to me more. So I started flying back to myself in this direction. And there was a mountain ridge that got between me and my controller. And I got to the point flying back blind, trying to bring the distance back, that I actually completely and totally lost all contact with my controller. My controller actually completely disconnected from the drone. You'll see it come up right about here. And at this point, I've completely lost the drone. At this point, I am no longer in control. I can't even know what the drone is doing. And this is the point where DJI completely takes over for my drone. And this is what I consider really incredible. You can see that little ridge line there. My signal could not make it through that rock for whatever reason. And now my drone starts to fly home. Now, what's terrifying about this is between me and the drone is a mountain, and my drone is about to fly into a mountainside. And now, as you can see, even though I was well clear of all the stuff I was flying beforehand, my drone's coming home and it's flying straight into the side of a mountain and a bunch of trees. And then, the sensor obstacle avoidance works. It comes up, it tries a second time to come home, and it flies into some more trees, and it stops. Gonna try it a third time. Let's see if it clears it this time. Wants to come. Is it gonna make it? It's not gonna make it. It's gonna fly in some more trees. And then lo and behold, it comes up a fourth and final time. And the return to home on the DJI Mavic 2 Pro clears the mountain. It took 4 times to do it. and then it's coming home. And I let it come home, and then you can see a very, very relieved and out of breath Bryan, who's happy he didn't leave his DJI Mavic 2 Pro on the side of a mountain in the middle of Virginia. Whew. Okay, so there you go. That was a extraordinarily nerve-wracking experience, but I am so happy that I got the drone back. And really, what this really shows to me at the end of the day is I was just so impressed with that return to home function and the autonomous quality of the drone coming up and continuing to clear trees all the way back, even though there was a mountain between me and the home point. So if you are flying DJI drones, my main thing, try and keep it in line of sight. Try not to lose control, but I just thought this is one of those things out there you might like to know. Hey, it happens, and it's really, I find it really reassuring to know that DJI has a return to home function that can thankfully get your drone home and not end up somewhere on the side of a mountain. Anyway, guys, I hope that was useful. Please let me know your comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this. And yeah, guys, go out there, keep on shooting, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon.